Let's do a quick recap at my stay at the DoubleTree in Abilene, Texas, room 333. Now, this one's a little bit different from the standard 2-queen rooms. This is actually an accessible room. So I'm guessing you might get an actual door in the normal room. And a lot of the newer hotels have the stand-up showers. This one has this accessible shower. So low shower step in with the rails and a little seat. You do have your showering products, DoubleTree shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, and also over here by the sink we have body lotion. Nice sink, nice fixtures. Down here you have your towels. In that drawer you have your hair dryer. And over here you have your little makeup mirror with some smaller hand towels. Plenty of outlets in this room, and once we get into the bed part of the room, you'll see over here you do have some hangers to hang up your wet clothes. Really large bathroom, which makes me wonder if all the bathrooms are this big, because it's really, really spacious. As you can see, I mean, even that vanity's pretty good size and well appointed. Everything in here is pretty well appointed. This one has this sliding barn door. One thing about this barn door, once it closes, it's pretty tough to get open. Now over here on the left hand side of the barn door, you have a lock. So over here, you can actually lock it if you so choose. But like I said, it takes a little bit of energy to get it. There's a little part over here that helps it close up at the top. So here you have your coffee bar, little bitty ice container. The ice bucket's tiny. You have these new Cuisinart 2-cup coffee makers, so you can pop in 2 of the little packs of coffee and brew 2 cups at the same time. This is how it's set up every day. They come in and clean up. Down here, you have your nice fridge, which has been absolutely ice cold. Now the room did come with 2 complimentary bottles of water. I'm hoping they're complimentary. They say $2 unless you're gold and silver, diamond, gold, and silver members. They're free. So hopefully that works out. Got a couple of drawers here. And then you have your closet, which is, kind of small, but for one person, it's definitely doable. So you'll up storage down there. That light turns on automatically. You have your ironing board. And this is a really nice size safe. So you can easily fit your laptop and camera gear in here if need be. All your hangers. There is laundry service at a fee. And right behind here, you have, which is part of the door, full-length mirror. So 2 queen beds. You do have your thermostat on the wall. And you have the blinds, which are actually controlled by this little switch here. So you can either flip the switch for just closing and opening the sheer part, which I think is pretty cool. Or you can close the entire part, the blackout part also. Maybe not. Yeah, there we go. My only kind of complaint about the room is the lighting. At nighttime, it is pretty dark, even with all the lamps going. All you have are these 3 lamps, 1 here and the 2 by the bed, and that's it. The desk is okay. Again, this is an accessible room, so I'm thinking this desk was the accessible choice. and maybe the other rooms might have drawers and stuff underneath the TV. So underneath the TV, which is a nice size TV. Um, you can't you can't get to any of the HDMI ports on that TV, which is unfortunate. Again, we have pretty ample outlets. So next to the bed, you have basically this plug that has two USB A's and two USB C's, and then another USB A and C right there. And then on each side of the bed, there's another outlet with another USB A and C port. So like I said, there's a ton of outlets kind of everywhere. There's another one over here, two outlets with another USB A and C port right there. And that's pretty much the room. So open this back up. I can hit open both of them. Thermostat works well. Stay pretty cool, stay pretty warm. And that's my room tour of the DoubleTree right here, downtown Abilene.